Today we're going to classify, well, everything. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the very ground under our feet. It all fits into a handful of simple, logical buckets. We're going to build a mental map of our planet's resources. So let's jump right in. But first, let's start with a really fundamental question. Just think about it for a second. The phone in your hand, the clothes on your back, the food you ate this morning. Where does all of that stuff actually originally come from? Well, believe it or not, the answer is all mapped out for us right here in this diagram. Now, you'll probably notice it isn't in English, and that is totally okay. For the next few minutes, this chart is going to be our guide. Our mission, together, is to decode it piece by piece until this whole system makes perfect sense, no matter what language it's in. So, the chart starts with this huge fork in the road. It splits all of nature's gifts into two main categories. And honestly, this is the most important distinction we're going to make. On the left, we've got what are called exhaustible resources. Think of these like a savings account. There's a finite amount of cash in there, you can make withdrawals, but eventually it can run dry. Then on the right, you have inexhaustible resources. This is more like a paycheck that just keeps showing up every week, forever. It's an endless supply. Okay, so let's go down that left path first. Let's zoom in on that exhaustible, that finite side of things. What exactly is in our planet's limited savings account? And right away, the chart splits this category again. First up, non-renewable resources. Now, we hear this term all the time, but the definition is absolutely crucial. It doesn't mean they never come back. It means they took millions of years to form, and we're using them up in a tiny, tiny fraction of that time. And the classic example here from the chart is minerals. We're talking about things like coal, oil, natural gas, metals. Once we dig them up and burn them, for all practical human purposes, they are gone for good. But not everything in that exhaustible box is a one-way street. The second category here is renewable. These are the resources that have this amazing natural ability to bounce back, to replenish themselves. And the chart gives us two perfect examples. Water and soil. A lake refills with rain, right? New topsoil gets created over time, but here's the catch, and it's a big one. They are still exhaustible. Why? Because we can pollute water or erode soil way, way faster than nature can renew them. All right, let's pull back and hop over to the other side of our chart, to the truly endless stuff, the inexhaustible resources, the things that theoretically we just can't use up. Now, this side is also split into two fascinating groups. The first one is labeled cosmic, and yeah, that's as cool as it sounds. These are resources that come to us from beyond our own planet. The undisputed champion of this category is, of course, sunlight. It's the ultimate energy source. It bathes our planet every single day, it drives our climate, it powers life itself. It is the very definition of inexhaustible. The second group of inexhaustible resources are called planetary. These are the fundamental systems of Earth itself, and they're pretty much all powered by that cosmic sunlight. We're talking about the water cycle, wind energy, and the air we breathe. But hang on a second. Did you spot it? The word water just popped up again. It's on both sides of the chart. It's listed as both exhaustible and inexhaustible. So how can that be? Is this a mistake? No, actually, it's the most interesting part of this whole puzzle. Here's the deal. It all comes down to perspective. On the left side, under renewable, we're talking about a specific source, like one single lake or one aquifer. You can absolutely drain that dry. But on the right side, under inexhaustible, we're talking about the Earth's entire water cycle, evaporation, clouds, rain, that whole planetary system. And that system, powered by the sun, is endless. It's all about the scale you're looking at. Okay, so we've looked in every box, we've followed every arrow, we've defined the terms, we've even solved that little water paradox. Now let's zoom out and see how all these pieces fit together to build the complete picture. And there it is, the whole system. You've got the non-renewable minerals deep in the earth, the renewable soil on its surface, and the inexhaustible sunlight that powers everything. It's a really elegant and logical structure once you see it all laid out like this. So why does breaking all this down actually matter? Because every single major decision we have to make about energy, about conservation, about what we build and how we live, it all starts with this fundamental understanding of what we have and whether or not it can run out. In the end, this chart is like an inventory of our planetary home. It tells us what's in the pantry. It shows us what's finite and what's infinite.
But it leaves us with the most important question of all, one that it can't answer for us. How do we choose to use it?